if you're chosen, I hate that word experience, I'm only using it for reference, but if if you identify with somebody like that, then you're going to want to stick with this, and it's going to be a long one, but it's going to be worth it. I promise you that. Okay. The reason that we aren't successful or haven't reached yet or have had so many problems or issues in business and entrepreneurship and all of that, for starters, we were sent down here for a very, very high calling, a very, very specific high calling and task that most people do not know about, understand, overstand, or even have the capacity to. Okay. Also, with that task comes training. What was the training? What do most people that are chosen have in common? They have fucked up, hard, arduous, grueling lives. I mean, abuse, pain, anguish, trauma, all kind of things, right? These were in preparation for our role, okay, for our purpose and our path. Also, you're an old soul. I mean, life paths, numbers. I mean, there's different chosen that have different life paths. Usually, like later life paths, 8, 9, 11, 22, whatever. Those souls that have those usually are old. So we don't operate well in the cannot talk capitalistic system. We are medicine men, shaman, healers, people that come from different lines of lineage from past lives, and we didn't operate in these systems. So we're bringing these gifts and these abilities back to this world, this time, this 3D realm, this matrix realm, and this falling, crashing system to implement those things, but under those laws, rules, and those structures. And it's hard for us. Not only that, growing up in a time, in a life, in a family that was completely and utterly abusive and neglectful, and all of these things trauma filled, marriages, family, friends, or whoever. Growing up in that, we're in survival mode. What does that mean? When you're in survival mode, guess what else? You don't get a chance to know yourself. You don't get a chance to know who and what and what you are, what you're about, what you stand for. You're in survival, root chakra, fear base. Okay, I need to protect myself, all these things mode. So how can you have a sense of identity and knowing who you are if you're in that? You don't. Also, the chosen, or the people that identify with that, a lot of them are late bloomers. People that are millennials, people that are in the ages between like late 20s and early 40s, some, give or take. But we have been growing up in such a messed up life that we hadn't had a chance to really get to know who we were until later on in our life. So then what happens? Our career fails. We go through different qualifications and jobs and businesses and certification and all that, because guess what? We want to help. We're humanitarians at our heart. We know what we're supposed to do. We know that we're system builders. We know that we're different. We know that we have this role and this this calling, but we don't know deep down inside who we are. We don't have structure. So with all that being said, what we're here to learn now, we're in the year one. Okay, we did a lot of shedding last year. If anybody went through it last year, put it in the comments. Please let me know. We're done with that. There's no reason why we should not get our shit together and become successful at whatever it is that we're supposed to do, our calling. For starters, I'll tell you what we're supposed to do. Not only are we supposed to get structured, since we're chosen, or we are naturally rebellious, so we don't like to follow a script or stay on task, because guess what we do? We come on and we post, we do memes, we talk, we go off the cuff, we freestyle, and that's fine. But if you're trying to build a business, what business brings in income, streams of income, and the more you get, the more successful you get. And guess what? The more people you help, because at the end of the day, a lot of us want to be rich to help people. We don't want to be rich to floss into buy things and have big houses, a whole bunch of cars, and wear a lot of brands. And we want to have money to be able to help people, because that is our purpose. That is our path. That is our passion. Okay. So getting structured, having a script to keep us on task, not to fully automated follow. We have to have calls to action, meaning that CTAs, meaning that we have to get out of our ego and our fear and our pride. And I don't want to ask, no, I want to tell nobody to like and subscribe, and to, if you want to, you got to tell people this. You have to, because if you have something to offer and you're helping people, and you're providing a service or a product or teaching people something, they're going to want more. You're going to need more, because that's what people want. A lot of people don't. Some people come here for entertainment. Yeah, they might have their little what, but usually people come so that they can gain more. What's in it for me? WIIFM. If you're not providing that for people, they're going to, guess what, swipe. We talked about this before. 1.8 seconds. So if you are a chosen person, you identify with this, you have to get structured. You have to have a system, because guess what else? Success follows systems. System follows success. They go hand in hand. If you can't scale, because guess what else too? System busters and chosen people, they have a lot of knowledge. They have a lot of billions. They have a lot of information. They have a lot of data. They have a lot. Their DNA is different. We have unlocked things that most population don't have. So we're inventors. We're literally brilliant. Okay, we're walking freaking libraries. So the ideas that you have and the business that you have, you're going to have to be able to scale them. What does that mean, to scale? Meaning that you have to have a structure and a system set up so that you can probably most likely sell it or give it to somebody else, so that you could work on your other business or your other ideas. Because guess what else? You're here to be obscenely wealthy. And you got to get out of your hyper independence and hyper vigilance and taking care of all being so independent. I'm not asking for anybody to do that. I'm not going to ask anybody. No. If you want success, if you want to live out your dream, your purpose, and to fulfill your ultimate desire and goal in life, and not keep coming back here, you know what I'm talking about. You have to do these things. And as I'm talking to you, I'm talking to myself. I'll give you my story short. I'm just now in my ripe age of millennial, 40 something, figuring out who I am, what I offer, what I provide. The thing that you offer, the thing that you provide for people, it literally is you. As I'm speaking to you, I'm speaking to one person. It's only one person holding the phone listening to this. Yeah, it might be sitting with somebody else, but 99% of the time, it's one person listening to them. The people that you're meant to help is another you on the other screen. Is a you that has not figured it out. Is a you that needs help, that needs assistance. That's what you're supposed to be offering. So niche down, do the thing that you're so fucking good at, that nobody else can do, that nobody has the code to do, that only you can do, and go with that. Stop pushing your energy and putting your energy in so many different things. You can do that after you scale. You can do that after you've built that business, that specific thing, and you want to move on to the other things, because let's just be honest, we're meant to do a lot of different things. So niche down. You're not the niche. You are, but you get what I'm saying. You have to know who your audience is and who you're talking to, what your offer is, what you're providing, your service, your product, your thing. Because if you don't, you're going to go into circles. You're going to keep going into circles, day after day, month after month, week after week, month after month, year after year, decade after decade. And take it from somebody that's been doing it for over 2 decades. I've had a couple failed business. I know what I'm talking about. This is what I'm going to be doing in the new year. This is what I'm doing now. So with all that being said, I hope this helped you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it resonated. I hope that you can have different actions, get structured, have a system, set up a system, really sit down with yourself and really get it. And don't be afraid of your talent and your ability and what you are and your strength, and run with that shit. Study it, master it, share it. All right. And if you enjoyed it, put in the comments. And if you want to go deeper, type in or comment reset, and I'll give you more. I love you. I love you. I love you. And like this. Mwah.